These are velvet-bellied lantern sharks. They're some of the smallest shark species in the world, and they can be found around Norway. They're sometimes known as glowing sharks because they can quite literally glow in the dark, but that's not the only amazing thing about them. They are also hosts to a really peculiar parasite. This parasite is a barnacle called Analesma, and it was actually first described by Charles Darwin in the 1850s. And back then, he suspected that it was a type of parasite, but he didn't know of what. But then in 2014, we found this barnacle attached and feeding off of its host, the velvet-bellied lantern shark. The barnacle burrows into the skin of the shark where they absorb nutrients from the tissues. But the cool thing about this parasite is that it's in a transitional phase to becoming fully parasitic, while still maintaining some of those non-parasitic features. Now, over on the right, we have a non-parasitic barnacle where they have a stalk called a peduncle, which is where they situate themselves into where they're sitting, and they have these grasping appendages called cirri. And these cirri will grab particles from the water column, bringing it to the barnacle's stomach. Now, when we look at the parasitic Analesma, you can see that there are some cirri there, but they're greatly reduced, and they're not really good for grasping anything from the water column. Specimens also have stomachs, but there's never anything in them. And their peduncle has developed these tendril-like appendages that are called rootlets. And these rootlets are actually what burrow into the shark's skin and absorb nutrients from the tissues. Now, this is really cool because in the grand scheme of evolutionary biology and geologic history, transitional forms between something not parasitic to a parasite don't last very long. It's much more common to find stuff that are either fully parasitic or free living. Finding these in-between forms is extremely rare, which makes this barnacle a very cool animal.